Did you know right away when she arrived?
Oh, they were playing the news in there. The girls were screaming. Like it was really insane. It was like from 6 in the morning on. It was just mayhem that day. It was crazy.
Describe it.
It was crazy. I mean, it's unreal because it's already loud in there, and it's you're already dealing with the fact that it's cold and it's loud and girls are screaming and stuff like that. But like they put us on lockdown all day, and she came in. She obviously didn't look happy because it's not a happy feeling. It's very scary, very, very scary.
So you saw her when she came in?
Yeah. You have to go through strip searches, body cavity searches. Like, it's not a fun, it's petrifying. It really is.
To say the least.
Yeah. Kind of get the feeling like these girls are actually like excited, and I mean, they're screaming, "I love you, Lindsay," and "I want to be your girlfriend," and all this. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the expression on your face, I know.
And we had heard that there were all kinds of, that she was verbally abused, a lot of catcalls.
Oh, I'm sure, just as
I
was.
Did you witness any of that?
I didn't witness any of that, no. But, and I think for the most part, she did have a deputy kind of monitoring her area as best as possible, because the only time that an inmate comes out is for their 1 hour a day, but they can walk around wherever. Yeah, I mean, you're locked up in a cell, but they can come up to your cell, and I would have girls come up to my cell door and just stare at me during their hour. There's nothing you can do. Like, they're not supposed to, but the deputies are watching over how many inmates?
You pled no contest to a crime that you say you had no involvement in, and you stand by that.
I stand by it because I know it's the truth. And eventually, when my story comes out and people realize what happened to me, I mean, people are dealing with this every day. It's not just me. There's tons of inmates that are fighting cases that have been in, girls next to me that have been fighting cases for 2-3 years in there. Things that they, I don't know if they did it or not, but, and it affects everybody.
In a nutshell, what happened that night at Orlando Bloom's house?
I can't get into the details of it too much because they're still on trial. They're still fighting the case. I will say this, that people don't understand that they hit these houses multiple nights. Yes, I witnessed something that I never wanted to be a part of. And
what did you witness?
I witnessed a robbery. I witnessed someone robbing a house. Whose house? I didn't know whose house it was at the time until I was dragged into all of this, and I wake up one morning with cops at my house, and I think.
When did you find out it was Orlando Bloom's?
After I was already I'd already been booked in Van Nuys. That's when I found out. The first time I spoke to my lawyer. Yeah, and it was devastating.
You were not a part of the Lindsay Lohan robbery.
No. Okay, that's another thing that people don't understand is. Like Paris Hilton happened back in December of 2008. I didn't even know these people. My first phone call to Pruga was I think in April, according to my phone records. I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea until I saw the surveillance video, and it was actually Adrina's house, and he looks right into the video, and I'm like, I did make the bad choice in friends, and I was out drinking that night, and taken to a very bad place, not under the full understanding or awareness. I was told that I was being taken to a girl's house to get clothes back because she didn't return them after a shoot. And
so your so-called friends lied to you?
Yeah, lied to me, yeah. I think people need to realize that I already had a career going, I already had goals and a show in the process. Why would I ever do something like that? I mean, that's a logical, any logical person would, obviously, and that's just not who I am.